Another question that we were invited to address as we began here was, someone asked, we did this little song and dance the other day, and someone says, well, what is spin? Because we're talking about spin density and charge density. Remember, we begin with this idea of a unified field, so that when the religion, as it were, of Christ and Einstein says we are all one, what it essentially means is we're all made of this compressible jello. And to send waves through this compressible jello is the role of mind among waves to create the still points that eventually steer the waves in the jello. So the role of mind among waves is to create the still point which steers the waves. Now, if that's the case, then in a sense we never had anything but shape to describe. We couldn't name carbon and oxygen and say carbon and oxygen are made of different stuff, because now we're learning that it's just a different way of braiding the same ether, the same light, the same jello. So the only thing we ever had the privilege of naming was shape itself. Now, if that's true, let's re-look at the question of what is spin. Spin is a description of the only thing that stores inertia among waves. So anytime a wave is going in a line, we call it energy, no stored inertia. That's the definition of mass, is storing inertia. So it's only when you begin to have spin that you store inertia and pattern, get mass, or create. So spin, in that sense, is what creates.